Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm Keaton, happy to be joining you, and today we are going to be playing a 5+5 game here on chess.com. Let's go ahead and try and find an opponent. I'm going to be playing a little Blitz. Haven't played much Blitz recently. Going to be playing a Turkish player here who opens with e4. I'll follow with e5. I'm going to try and play quickly here in the opening. And he's going to try... Is this the Fool's Mate or... I don't know. But pretty easy to thwart this attack. But obviously something you see a lot at this level. You see plenty of people trying to, beat you in this way. Not like it can't work. Obviously, you got to do the right things to beat it. But, it's a beatable position for sure. And so I'm going to move in here, attacking the queen. He's pulling this pawn out, so I try and take. That's not going to work, and so he kind of backs off that for the moment. Let's go ahead and protect this. I kind of like this being out here. It gives us an opportunity to get our dark score bishop out as well. He is going to bring out this pawn, forcing me back here. So it's fine with me. He's lagging behind in development, has a hanging piece here and here. So that's part of the reason I'm not a big fan of this. And he seems to be just kind of chasing me around the board. Kind of deciding on where to go with this. Do I move back here? I know that he can move up here. I can get this pawn out. I think I've got time. He can't move this guy up because of the light score bishop blocking it. Not overly concerned about that. I'm going to go ahead with this and just take this pawn. Also, now this pawn is being threatened if he moves here, which I'm assuming he will. This piece will be protected, but I can take it now with my knight. So, overarchingly, I would say that's not the best move. I don't love this as an attacking style. I think it works, maybe 1 out of every 10 times. And it works with players that really don't know what they're doing. At a certain point, you got to kind of graduate and get beyond this little move. And when this is out here, I don't think it really does much. I'm going to go ahead and attack here again because it protects this piece while also attacking his queen. This is still unprotected, and it's protected by the queen here. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. He can come in here. I can take back. I guess he could come in with his bishop as well. But my king can take the queen if he did, so I would take the bishop if he came in with that. Again, just moving the queen way, way, way too much early on in this one. I don't think that's necessarily the best strategy. Looking at castling here, also thinking maybe push the d pawn, try and put some pressure on this piece over here. Maybe even bring this a pawn up because I know eventually he's going to want to attack here. Let's go ahead and castle. Also, don't really love putting the queen and the bishop on here. Makes me want to get that rook over Because if you can line them up, create a situation where the queen can't get out, I feel like that's always good. He moves to d3, attacking this piece, but he can take, I can just take back and I can put pressure on that knight. I'm not overly worried about that. Let's go ahead and move this up. And see what he does with that. I have a feeling he might take here, but I don't see taking as a good move. It's trading a bishop for a knight. It's also allowing me to develop a major piece. He's got 3 minor pieces. Ooh, for some reason it's... My right clicky button is not working very well. Uh-oh. I hope that... That does not mean that my mouse is dying of battery. That would be bad. That would not be good. Yeah, it's... Okay, there we go. That does leave this hanging, but he just traded a pawn for a bishop. So, and now he's not even going to take that. Kind of some random moves being made here that I'm not fully sure why he's making them. Let's go ahead and protect here. Do I want to move there? Is there anywhere else I can move? The only thing I don't like about that is... Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is the fact that it's blocking here, which is blocking this. Could protect with this H-pawn too. Might as well just do that. Seems like a good move. I'm up material, down in time. Playing a higher rated player than myself right now. He's going to go ahead and move here to the C4 square. And I think with that, I'm just going to go ahead and move here. Put some pressure on this rook. If he brings the bishop out here, it is protected by the knight, but there are few ways I can get around that. It's not something I'm overly worried about at this point. He could also bring the knight out. Yeah, he does make the correct move there and brings that out. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move over. Get this rook over. Get this light score bishop out. Eventually here. One reason I kind of don't want to get this guy in here is I like the fact that he's lined up with this king at this point. So, but I think he'll have to lose one of these pawns. If he does that, it's also triple protected by my pawn, my bishop and my queen. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Haven't played Blitz in a while, so I'm fairly happy with how I'm playing at this point. And now I'm attacking that rook. I can check him. 2. Yeah, bringing this guy out doesn't do a whole lot. Maybe bring this rook over here. Can he? Yeah, he can get around this guy. You know what? Let's check. He's going to have to move here. Maybe he moves to this side, but if he moves over here, I can bring out my light score bishop here, trade knights with him after he takes, and put pressure on that. Ooh, he just brings out the... Okay, so he brings out his knight, but that unprotects this piece. So I'm going to bring that in, forcing that king to move. And let's go ahead and get this light score bishop out. I'm probably going to talk a little less here to try and make solid moves. Looking at getting this rook to the d file now. I just don't want him to win on time. He's getting down as well. Does move over there, which I think is probably a smart, maybe not so much. Just come in here to attack that piece. And he's really got to keep this queen on the 7th rank. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up winning the queen here, though. I just don't think there's any way around it for him. Because if he goes here, I'll just take here, put his king in check, force him to take. So now their time is running out, and okay. Oh, shoot. Probably should have taken there. And shoot. Damn it. Lost on time, and that's one of the reasons I hate playing Blitz. Dang it. Because I feel like I win, but I run out on time a lot. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Gosh dang it, that pisses me off. That is not my favorite when I lose on time. That's when you might see some of the freak outs happen here. I mean, without sounding braggy, I played better than he did the entire game, and he won because of time. Again, I'm not a big fan of this as a move. That's a blunder. Apparently that is the best move, which is good. Okay. Next time I'll know to just push this right away. I do have 2 protectors with the queen and the knight, so they just say go ahead, you get a free pawn out of it, which makes sense, and you kind of take control of the middle, which is good. And again, they're just saying push a pawn up to defend that piece instead. I did like the tempo that I put on the queen, but I understand that. So finally I make the move they want me to make. Yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense to me to take there. These are quick decisions that you have to make. And putting them in check, yeah, that obviously makes a lot more sense. That's a blunder going there. They do say the best move is to, yeah. Whoa. Why didn't I just take? Right here. How is this not a blunder? Because he can't take back. I don't know. Wow. That is really stupid. Wow, that's stupid. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. That is insanely stupid. Yeah, there's nothing protecting this piece. Like, why? I just left a hanging queen around, which is the only reason that he was able to even stay in this game. Lord have mercy. That is bad. That is really bad. Yeah. That's a missed win. Of course it's a missed win. Why wouldn't it be a missed win? Let's see. I don't like using just stockfish. How? Oh. Yeah. Just go here. Just queen goes here. What? Yeah. I mean, just take with the queen. What? I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Lord have mercy. And then I lost on time there. So, got to be smart with your time in Blitz and got to be smart with your moves. I was kind of neither in that situation. Let's go ahead and try and find another one here. Let's see if I can shake off that performance. The end game there is what got me. And so we'll see if the end game's different this time here. Playing a player from the States, e4, e5. Knight comes out. I like to play the Rui in this situation. It's probably the line I know the best. I generally just do the exchange variation here. Generally, that's not the way you want to take, but that is okay with me. Open up the center. That leaves this piece undefended, something to keep in mind going forward. I do want to get this dark score bishop out, but I feel like it's going to be trouble getting it out of the structure. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this knight out to start. Maybe just protect here with the knight. Maybe even fianchetto if I need to. Looking at pushing this pawn up to attack the piece here, but I don't know. This pawn, I'd like to find another way to attack it. Let's go ahead and castle. Playing a 16-13 player. Trugs 423. They're going to push this pawn. If I take, he takes. That kind of solidifies his center a little more. I'd prefer not to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and not take, and I'm going to reinforce this piece. So if he attacks this way, pretty well reinforced here with the queen. Don't know how I didn't see this. Another mistake. Should have taken with the knight. That was the one defender. Gotta pay attention to undefended pieces. And that's why, hey, this is some of the reason why I suggest 15-10 games to people is I just think the time limit really suits. I just think it suits the player, and he's going to take there. That's going to be a mistake because I'm going to be able to fork. No, I'm not, because I don't have anything protecting that piece. Glad I caught that, but I am able to just kind of take back here, I believe, with no issues. He can bring out the dark score bishop, but that's not really going to do much in this situation. I want to get my dark score bishop out to connect the rooks. Brings his dark score bishop to attack this piece. So I guess that gives me the opportunity to bring in mine, protecting it here. Goes ahead and castles. And let's see. This does block here, that bishop coming out. So I can take back, but I can take, so thought I'd take the pawn since it was offered up to me. And do I take with my pawn or do I take with my queen? Let's take with the pawn. Don't know if that's correct or not. This is a really built-in piece though right now. This knight right now is in a good position. It's protected by 3 pieces. And it's an annoying place to be if you are black. Black's going to go ahead and put pressure on this c-pawn. Can move back here to protect it. Trying to see if there are any tactics to attack the queen with my knight at this point. It doesn't really look like there is. And Let's go ahead and just reinforce this pawn. Goes to attack that. Rook and the queen, but it's a hanging piece. I can fork the rook and the queen. So unless he wants to lose that queen for my rook, which, be happy to trade a rook for a queen at this point. I'm already up 2 in material. Part of the anti-blunder checklist is checking to make sure that you're not getting skewered. And right there makes a huge blunder by moving the queen there. So up a lot of material. Gonna try and not get complacent about it. I did that yesterday in my Queen's Gambit declined game. Just got complacent, was up a lot of material, and ended up losing on a mate that really shouldn't have been. Centralizes his rook. Not a bad idea. Thinking about taking knight here to put pressure on that rook. I think I might go ahead and do that. No real tactics at this point over here. He can move this guy up there, but not something I'm overly concerned about. I'm going to protect this bishop by moving my knight there. Do have some hanging pieces, though. This is a hanging piece, something to keep in mind. And this is an attempt to, on a back rank checkmate. All I'm going to do is move this, so if he comes here with that, all I have to do is sidestep it here. So take, and then sidestep when the second one comes in. I'd be okay with that. Looking to find a way to protect this piece. I don't know if I can. I know I can bring my queen over here, but I don't know how I feel about moving my queen there. I think I might just get this bishop out of the way. Guess I could go here and then try and move my, so put pressure on that rook once again. And then try and get this knight out from attack. So he does end up taking that rook, and I know this lines this up. I'm aware of that. I can take here, but he can take here. Ugh, I don't like the looks of that. I'm thinking about moving my rook over, but I'm not convinced that that was a good move at all. Although he goes ahead and takes anyways. And think I'm just going to move here. Actually, can't move here. Okay. Let's hold on that. Let's get this out of the way. Way ahead in time is Trug's 4-2-3 and goes to the back rank. That doesn't seem like an overly beneficial mood for him. Gonna get a major piece to that 7th rank, which is obviously something that you want to do in this type of situation. And so I get this dark score bishop attacking his rook, and not a whole lot of places for it to go. Lost on time again. God. Jesus. I hate losing on time in these games. That's just, I mean, I only had one blunder. I don't think there's much to go over here. I'll take it back to the beginning. Pretty standard Rui Lopez Morphe exchange. Move there, I should have taken here. I didn't right away, but he gave me the opportunity on the next move. So that was beneficial. Felt like getting my knights in attacking positions like that as well just seemed pretty good from the start. I don't know that that was a great move, but right there, I was able to fork. He made a huge blunder. I will say this, I can hang my hat on the fact that I feel like I played better the whole game. He just won on time. So, I try and take the positives out of these games. I think if you're a beginning level player, that's what you got to do, is you got to try and take what you can from each game and then learn from it from the next. My decision-making skills as a chess player really aren't at this level, which is why I kind of like watching those Twitch streams with, Eric Hansen and, John Bartholomew and Ben Feingold. Watch them play these games. I'm probably not going to play a ton of them, but it's fun to play. I just get frustrated that I end up losing in what I consider winning situations. So just didn't make fast enough decisions and ended up losing on time again twice in a row. So you guys get to see my misery here for a couple more games. So thanks for tuning in again. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment below. I always love to see your guys' comments. I figured out who Gus Johnson was, and now I need to get a haircut, is what I've found. So thanks again, everybody. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And until next time, have a good one